work more in the classroom and listen to lectures in the classroom than work beyond the classroom. But in terms of number of subjects and credits, it is more.
Credits.
Yeah.
Yes, very, very valid point. Thank you. Now I may invite Mr. Gambhir, Director Innovation in the Ministry of Education. The floor is yours, sir. Please kindly give your remarks. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I was just hearing Professor Saab, thank you so much for the opening floor in such a manner, sir. Though people call me that Gambhir, you are here. One Gambhir hit 6 out of the ground. You have to, but you have done the job on a lighter note. And now coming to the discussion part, it's a real thought-provoking, initiative. I must appreciate. I must say, it's been going around. And I remember from a couple of my friends who are there, who are into European education system as well. They used to come back, and then we were so mesmerized, or rather I personally, when I used to look around that 5 universities are teaching this particular fellow, and this person is so equipped, is so well groomed that anywhere, any part he can go. He has made so much acquaintances out there. He knows so many researchers. And I'm sure if FAP we are able to do efficiently and effectively, it indeed can be done. And I, again, being nostalgic, I remember my graduation days somewhere around 25, 26 years ago. The electives, they were for the sake of electives. We were never able to choose the elective we want because there was dearth of faculty members. There were dearth of, lack of offering of that particular course. Now the point is, if this is going to happen, just imagine if I want to pursue something, certainly. But as per the previous learned speaker mentioned, and in the previous panels as well, the ground, it has to be laid in such a manner, foundation has to be so strong because lives are involved here. And one thing I must always, I always say, and I must repeat here as well, education and skilling. These are two different tangents. What I again perceive, maybe the seniors, they may correct, that I believe education is something which makes us strong, which makes us lifelong learner. And then skilling is something which comes in the interim, like where we say, if I want to aspire something and I'm not able to get in, let me enter, let me get this skill, let me get equipped, and let me be more at the upfront level. But the base, the fundamental from whosoever is being offered, it should be at a level that student, no matter what is the visa we are being, offering, or the enable, the X institute or the VI or the PI, it has to be standardized in a manner that no glitch should be there. Take up must be there, because if we are offering something and we don't, get it right at the very first instant, the outcome, it will be hampered then and there. It will be a big thing. Another, aspect which I, again, from the innovation and the department, I look around the kind of programs we run around. I personally feel in this FAP, the way the direction our economies are moving, open question, maybe an open question I would like to throw in front of all these stalwarts, because at the end, all of you would be much more intriguing, much more involved in making this policy and forwarding it further. That why not to include something kind of, again, I understand a course may be offered like an entrepreneurship, but just imagine if somebody wants to do a startup at X facility, X incubator, Y college, Z facility. Is it included? Is it not? Shall we include that? Can it be make as a a generic and a standardized manner? Again, open questions. I don't know. I don't have answers for all these things. But to all the seniors, to the learned people, can it be made in such a manner that if I want to do something, I want to go to X institution, but I suddenly realize that at Z there is something which I must go along, I must take. Will there be a flexibility that for the particular time period, for that particular direction, I can go there and fetch that information and come back to VI? Can there be a duration setup? Can there be like 2 days, 5 days, or 2 months or 10 months? Because in theory, in fundamental, in other credit CC based courses, it can be done. But how will we parameterize? How will we value? How will we put on those chunks when we say if I'm working on some kind of thought process, some kind of a startup, some kind of something which we now say even to our faculty members from our end, the innovation cells, and we have started doing this in our national innovation and startup policy, that they must be promoted or given the due advantage if they are the board members of some company. It is happening in premier institutions, but pardon me, it is not happening in other institutions. So like if they have the DIN numbers, if they have other things, all those kind of facilities, and can they be promoted in their CAS and other things? So deliberations are happening. But at the student level, can it be promoted like from then and there? We, NEPS sir mentioned that there would be, much more amalgamation of different multidisciplinarity would be coming in now, and then I believe this is going to play a vital role. That, and as our the gist of or the base of our discussion topic, it's about the faculty, and I again very strongly believe everything will revolve around the person, the course coordinator, the person who is going to initiate, and then who are the teammates. How are these things going to be validated and credited? At the end, students must not be the sufferers. That's we have to ensure. It may be 4 years, 5 years, 7 years, but the key takeaway should be something. Today, if we are roping in technology and other things, like in IT, I was just glancing through. And again, just pardon me, I understand typos can happen. But on the mindset of student, like if it's written there, full stack development, it is full stack development, right? In our PDFs, we have done that. Now, the point is, these are minor things, but if we are looking in, if you're looking from that kind of perspective, today we talk about what will happen down the line, even next year, when we say open AI would be coming in and we don't need to teach code or write code. Are we putting up that kind of flexibility in the course content enablement as well, that the faculty and the course offer? Today, we are having like 100% enrollment. Will it be continuing for the third semester or third year or second year onwards, and what not? If not, how much flexible we are in our setting up as in the course content and the course curriculum, how frequently we are going to modify. EC, I understand, it is a core thing, but for IT, where application focused is more, we are going on. In EC, we can just top up. In IT, if we are teaching fundamentals, other things can also be, or what flexibility to the coordinator or to the course offerings we are going to rope in it. So ultimately, to sum up, wonderful idea, wonderful concept. The way forward, it has to go, but we must look towards inclusiveness, towards indigenous stuff as well, blindly not following that, rather taking inspiration, taking leads from what others have done, but make a system something of our own. Maybe it's a long race. So down the line, 5, 6, 7 years after, if somebody looks at, they say, yes, our policymakers, our seniors, our educationists, they have made something wonderful, that others now they want to follow the system which has been created through this FAP. Wonderful thought, and kudos to everybody that we are talking and discussing this. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Gambhir, for your thoughtful comments. I really liked your comment regarding how in Europe a student can become familiar to 5 different universities. A very famous example that I have from US in Harvard and MIT, that if you are enrolled in Harvard, you are allowed to take any courses from MIT and vice versa. So no bureaucratic hurdle, it's allowed to begin with, okay? So, but I'm pretty certain that Triple IT, Allahabad and Nitesh ji is working in this direction. The ultimate aim is that to have that kind of portability available in India, we have to go a long way, but we will definitely reach there. So thank you for your comment. And I have also experienced that, electives are electives just in name. When I'm from IIT Kanpur, we have a new Department of Economic Sciences, and I'm heading that department. And when we began the program, we had 6 faculty members and 20 courses on paper, but of course we couldn't offer those many courses. So all electives became just in name. But yeah, fortunately now we are able to recruit, so now we are giving. So I think, the issue there is very different. It's not about, what this program is talking about. It's finding, identifying, and hiring the right candidate. And of course, this flexibility will only happen when we are able to do that. So that's a very, very important thing. And for entrepreneurship, I cannot speak for Triple IT Allahabad, but if I look at the template that they have shared, it has other courses, and people can take courses from social sciences and other discipline. There we can definitely include entrepreneurship. So to add, because I'm from IIT Kanpur and we are trying to offer, in principle, we have approved a new course called BTM, Bachelor of Technology and Management. And there we will have entrepreneurship, accounting, management as compulsory courses. So perhaps, when we are searching for flexibility, we have to think in different direction. This is a great beginning, at least in one direction. I'm pretty certain that Triple IT Allahabad would take a lead and come up with different flexible programs. So thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now,